no matter what you want to buy. You'll find it all on the hub.
The SME Market Hub. Buy, sell, list, connect.
October 1st, 1960 is a day in Nigerian history that will never be forgotten. It was the day Nigeria claimed her independence from her colonial master.
Everybody was excited about the independence.
Onitsha was agog with joyful mood. People were going to the stadium, the local stadium, for parade, and we were listening from the radio fusion. That's how it was used then to transmit messages.
We came out to what is now Murtala Square to have a look at the fireworks and to listen to the broadcast which was made, the Queen given that declaration, and it was quite exciting.
Goes up to the city boundary where the leaders of Lagos are ready to greet her. The Governor General is there to present them to Her Majesty.
In the night, there was a ballroom dance at a local hotel there.
It was near the Tafawa Balewa Square where everything was taking place. We could hear and we could see some of what was going on.
I call upon Alhaji Amadu Bello, the Sultan of Sokoto, to join us in this Herculean task of national reconstruction. I exhort Chief Abayomy to associate with us. To associate with us in this great adventure of restoring the dignity of man in the world.
Fast forward 54 years, and how has the country evolved since? Well, a country is defined by her people. So what better way to find out than from Nigeria's independence generation themselves? We caught up with some Nigerians who were birthed into the independent Nigeria to find out their views on the state of the nation.
I've been here now for the past 25 years. And while I must admit that, we do have our flaws, yet you have to admit that we have come a long way. I remember a Nigeria before ATMs. I remember a Nigeria before mobile phones. I remember having to pick up the phone and literally wait to get a dial tone before calling abroad because my family all still lived abroad when I moved here.
In my opinion, Nigeria has done great things with its freedom since 1960. Nigeria has always been a very multi-tribal, multi-ethnic, very diverse, motley congregation of people.
It's been a huge transition in terms of socio-political and economical transition. I think the biggest will probably have to be democracy. Right? The fact that we actually attained democracy and we've been able to keep a democratic society since I think it's 14 years now.
There have been some remarkable developments and achievements in the last 15 years since Nigeria became a democratic nation.
In a lot of ways, Nigeria continues to dominate the continent and dominate any conversation around black people globally. So everything from sports to the arts to even academics. I mean, maybe not necessarily within the country, but you have Nigerian academics all over the globe pioneering inventions, pioneering findings. There's hardly, I think, any sector that you can mention globally that you wouldn't find a Nigerian, either someone that's in Nigeria or someone that's outside the country. So I think Nigeria continues to be sort of front and center when you're talking about black people. And I think just really anything, any sector you can think of, books, movies, technology, Nigeria is part of that conversation.
From my industry, where I come from, the entertainment industry, you see a lot of people doing more collaborations with international artists. You see more quality music being released, and I think that is the greatest advancement that I think I would speak about.
To show you, an example really of how far we've come. About 15 years ago, I opened or maybe 20 years ago, I opened a day spa, and then it was Nigeria's very first day spa, and it was celebrated. Now, literally everywhere you turn, there's a day spa, there's a high-tech salon, there are restaurants, fabulous restaurants, of all nationalities, Japanese, Italian, Israeli.
Nigeria has changed a lot over the last 10, 15 years. I mean, 2001, GSM phones came into Nigeria and it's totally revolutionized the country. Before that, we had a lot of things going on in terms of Nollywood becoming a huge player in the film industry globally, and also changing a lot of lives. We had the music industry becoming a huge player on the African scene.
Nigeria has a lot going for it as a nation, with billions of dollars in its foreign reserve, a fast-growing telecommunications industry, agriculture and entertainment are just a few reasons as to why the rest of the world are beginning to take notice.
I think things changed when we stopped looking to outsiders for approval and we decided to hone our own skills and our craft and be the best we could be at whatever we were doing. So let's take entertainment and lifestyle as an example. If you're going to be a designer, make clothes that your own people want to wear. So I'm not going to say to myself, oh, I need to travel to go and buy this item or whatever. Music, Afrobeat, we know that is hugely popular outside as well as in our own country. And even TV programs, make things that your own people would want to watch, that now other people outside can look and say, oh, that's so interesting. I didn't know they had that, or I didn't know that this was part of their culture.
The watershed also was around 2005, 2006, when the pride in who we are, in our own people. Before that, you used to have a lot of people thinking that whatever came out of outside Nigeria was better than what we had. A lot of young kids just like American or European music. They only like American or European films and so on, and TV shows. Now we like our own as much as we like the American ones or the European ones. Now there's more pride in who we are. We have a lot of kids out there who want to be in the music industry, they want to be in the film industry, they want to get in the television business. So it's great. That development has happened and it's been fantastic, and it's getting bigger and it's getting better.
The next level would be to completely take our sense of culture and our sense of style out of it just being Pan-African into the international market. And by international market, not having to sell out in any way, right? It's possible now. And I think a lot of young people are starting to realize that I don't have to change myself in any way. I could present myself the way I am, right, and just do the best, show it in the best way I can, right, as a Nigerian, as an African, and it will work, it would fly, because it's, again, unique and different.
And in 2014, Nigeria was named the fastest growing economy in Africa, a position that was initially held by South Africa.
We've been able to still kind of dominate the economy of Africa, especially with the rebasing of the GDP, which shows Nigeria is the biggest African economy. Culturally speaking, Nigerian music, film, fashion is really taking over the globe, and the continent as well.
Look at our banking system. It's so sophisticated, more sophisticated than any I've seen anywhere else in the world. I spend time in America and I use my card and automatically I get an alert. They don't have that in America. They're always like, really? Are you kidding me? We've come a long way. We have a lot to celebrate.
Technology scene is huge. So you have Nigerians doing e-commerce, Nigerians innovating apps. So how technology can not only improve lives, but not only within Nigeria, but also globally, it's also a huge opportunity. So I think that's really, for me, the excitement, that whatever it is that we have to look forward to in Nigeria in the next 50 years, it's something that young people would have created for themselves for Nigeria.
You see, we have the population, we have the space, we have the capacity to handle foreign direct investments, and I believe that being the next frontier, we are likely to do amazing things in the years to come.
What does the future hold for Nigeria and its people?
What do we young people look forward to? I know what I look forward to as a Nigerian and as a mother in this country. Aside the fast cars and the great houses and all of that, I look forward to a continent, or rather a country, where I know that my children can go to school, get good grades, and come out and find and do and work in an industry that they actually believe that's their place in this world. I look for a place where food is not a problem. I look forward to a country that satisfies its citizens, creating the right job opportunities for them. I look forward to a country that grows and also adds value to every other country around it and all over the world.
I think young people in Nigeria can look forward to infinite possibilities. I think what's really happening right now is the creative industry has really encouraged young people to seek alternative career paths. So when I was growing up, I mean, obviously, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an engineer. Those are the kind of careers that a lot of parents were keen on getting their kids to be engaged in. And I guess with a lot of right, it's consistent, it's safe. But I think now parents are starting to understand that I can have a child who's a photographer who can fend for himself. And I can have a child who's an artist who can fend for himself. And I must say a lot of respect to a lot of the parents who are encouraging a lot of those young talented people to follow their dreams and follow their passions. It's really, really encouraging.
Let's not completely gloss over the dark and sore parts of our history. We are all aware of them. However, truth be told, Nigeria is a great nation with great people.
So what makes Waje proud of being a Nigerian? Our culture, how colorful we are, how highly opinionated we are, because we are. There's no place where you go find Nigerian in this world where you not go get what you go tell you.
I don't think there's any other country in the world that's got the diversity that Nigeria has. And being a Hausa and Yoruba person, it's completely different, but the mixture that it does bring for me, I think it is the uniqueness I haven't seen in any other part of the world. I've been to more than 50 different countries, and I'm proud to be a Nigerian because the cultural differences that we have makes us uniquely Nigerian.
I don't know about you, but me, when I go outside Nigeria, I miss Nigeria. I've eaten Nigerian food in South Africa, in London, in New York. It's not the same when you eat it in Nigeria. It's not the same. Nigerian music, Nigerian culture, Nigerian people. Every day when you leave your house, it's an adventure, it's an experience. There's nothing like it. There's no place on this planet like it.
Despite the insecurity and frustrating infrastructural challenges, the future is bright for Nigeria. Happy 54th Independence, Nigeria.
Congratulations and jubilations, fellow boys and girls. I suppose if we were in primary school, then I might ask you all to join me in reciting Batamiadu Kokoka. Or perhaps we can match to I remember when I was a soldier. Your country, my country, our country is 54 today. Nigeria is the only country where I'm on alternative electricity for 23.5 hours of each day. Yet PHCN sends me a monthly bill. The only country where my car papers are never complete, according to the gentlemen of the police force. The only nation where hustle is a must, and those who can't get chewed up. The only country where every car in the manufacturing world is on our streets, yet our roads are only banger friendly. At the same time, Nigeria is the only place where the people are eternally optimistic. The only place where at 5 a.m. people are on their feet embarking on their various livelihoods. The only place where God is in control accompanies practically every sentence, including the president's address. The only country where, at the end of the day, the 150 million people have survived never-ending tribulations from the Biafra War to the Abacha years. And just like that, Nigeria will continue to survive. Making a big deal.
Hi, I'm Unos. And if you did enjoy that video, which I know you did, you better subscribe to our channel and you can watch more videos too.